The only things you'll need for this tutorial are Inkscape, obviously, and Adobe. These are the main things that I use when making my assets. I use the pen tool, which allows me to curve and stuff like that, but I don't use that often. I usually use it to make straight points to then alter them. I use it to make lines and stuff. I'll kind of mark out the scale or how I want the object to look, and then I'll double click and I'll bend it and stuff, you know. The pencil tool is basically just free range. You can draw and stuff and connect it back. I sometimes use this for objects with more detailed type lines, the textures and stuff like that that I can't fully emulate with the pen tool. And the gradient tool, which is just a gradient. I rarely use this, but sometimes I do for my assets, but rarely. And the circle and square tool, basically just for basics that I also alter later. But yeah, now onto the actual tutorial. So first off, what you want to do, well, this is completely optional. I do it because it helps me a bit more, but I like to draw, or like, yeah, basically draw the character, how I want them to look and stuff, before I do the lining and stuff. Though, obviously, you can just raw dog it and do it however you want. The layers are a bit odd. You can make groups of your different lines, but I'll explain that a bit later. I'm not good with tutorials, I'm sorry. But this is generally how I do it first, or how I do it normally. I will block out everything. And if it has relatively the same shape, I'll just copy and paste it over once I do one side of it. Stroke size. I don't know. I don't know. Stroke size for me personally, I think about 2.000 or whatever, 2 or 2.1 is pretty good. So for bending stuff like this, you literally just grab on it and pull it up or down to kind of form the roundness of your object. You can obviously alter this later, like there's a bump right here, kind of. So I usually just pull it up, or first actually, you click on the square where the point is, you pull it up a bit and curve it to how curved you want it to be. When you duplicate this, it makes a new layer or path, and you know, you don't want that. So obviously, first what I'm gonna do is, once I find it, actually, I'm just gonna go up here, click this up here to, flip it to, you know, be its opposite. What I do is go to here, then shift click and click the other triangle diamond, and go up here and click this first option, which is join selected nodes, and it will join both nodes so that they're connected, and now it's one path. don't think I I don't think I ever explained this, but when I'm gonna shade like something like this, like, cause obviously here, I just made the lines, and then I just filled it in with whatever, without having to, rely on the already made fill. When you're having problems with shading, something I like to do is, or an easier solution, is to shift click both of the shading. Go to path and click combine. When you click combine, they become one object. Easy peasy. Okay, now onto the section with Adobe and importing and stuff like that. So what you want to do, obviously, is you want to go to save and click save as. And once you get here, save whatever name, and then save as a plain SVG, which is right under the Inkscape SVG. Save as a plain SVG. None of this other bullcrap. And save, obviously. In that case, I'm just gonna replace it because they're in the same name. And then what you want to do is you want to go to Adobe, and you want to make a new thing. Now, if you're making a bunch of assets for like a show or something, I recommend doing what I did, or doing what I should have done, which was making all the assets and stuff and then importing them, because Adobe imports the assets weirdly, and sometimes, well, all the time, it'll probably import bigger than you want it to, and you have to resize it and stuff, and that's annoying, and the lines end up not being equal and shit, and you don't want that. So, yes, so, I mean, yeah, make all of your assets and then import them. It'll save you so much time. And so what you want to do is import and import to stage. You go to your file or whatever and click on, you know, what file you have, like Propeller had for this example. And you want to import each path onto different layer. It'll usually automatically do that. Honestly, it's debatable if you want to use change size to match artwork size. But that changes the canvas size, though. Okay, now you have your asset and stuff. But oh no, you can't edit it! That's because it's a fucking group, and I hate groups with every fiber in my being. So first what you're gonna do is double click on it, and then everything is already in its own group if you put it in a group. I mean, it says it right there, but yeah. So what you want to do is like separate it, but do like click shift and pull down so that it'll relatively go back into the same spot once you convert it to a symbol and stuff. Same here, pull it down, and the propeller. There isn't much going on here. For objects with more detail, you should probably drag them to the side, drag some parts to the side. But I'm able to drag them all up because it's a simpler asset. And now what you want to do is you want to go to modify and just click ungroup till you can't anymore. And it'll turn everything into like a regular thing. I hate these type of vector lines in Adobe. I usually grab it, I'll click modify, and I'll click shape, and I'll click convert lines to fill, because it'll make the lines smoother and it won't make it glitch and stuff, but I do that last. So now what you want to do is you want to grab everything and convert it to a symbol. So propeller hat. I can't remember, you save it as a graphic, I'm pretty sure. And basically layer everything. If you want to make something a symbol, then do it. Like, for the most part, none of these need to be their own symbol, they just need to be layered on top of each other. Okay, this is for Joe, because they asked me about masking. Now, I'm not good with, hi Magnolia. I'm not good with making patterns and stuff. So, I'm gonna try my best to do this. This is annoying. But I'm doing it for Joe because they're my friend. I mean, I don't really have to do too much to it, just... That's basically it. You have golf ball pattern. Now you have to place in the right spots. But you think to yourself, that doesn't look like golf ball. Golf ball doesn't have dimples that sit outside of her face. So, yeah, obviously this is masking. So what you're going to want to do is you want to take the object you want this pattern to be masked onto, you're going to duplicate it. And you're going to make it a brighter color, like red or something. Something that stands out at least. And I'm just going to make everything into a simple golf ball. That looks stupid right now. Hold on. I keep messing up. Why does it keep... You don't click both layers, you just click one. Don't be like me, don't be stupid like me. And if you need to alter it or anything... And yeah, obviously keep it locked so that nothing happens to it, but yeah. Now you have a mask!